Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Pisces weekly money and career reading from February 17th to the 23rd, 2025. Pisces, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Pisces weekly money and career, February 17th to the 23rd, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you are well. Be on the lookout on the here out for the magic word if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading. All you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comment section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of February. And yes, I know I am late for January, but I will put out the name pretty soon. All right, grab your best headphones, earbuds for a better sound. And let's get started. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. I have my oracle cards. I have my Miss Lenormand that is with us today. This week was a week to bring her out, and I feel like she has messages for us this week. So let's see what Mademoiselle Lenormand has to tell us today. What messages, what energies do we need to know for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, money and career, February 17th to the 23rd. What do you have to tell us? Okay, so something's making you upset because it's not going fast enough. Or you're a little discouraged on what is going on, or the obstacles, or it's like you're going up the mountain and there are obstacles and you're trying to make it there and you're trying to make things happen and things are delayed and you stop and you go and then there's a problem and then you're waiting for information and what's going on. It feels like you're getting upset over things that are well, let's pull some more cards. But what I wanted to say was I feel like either you're getting upset with someone, either you're getting angry, but over time. It's not on one specific thing unless we see that in the cards. I feel like your anger or your energy amping up with anger and annoyment is because the situation is stop and go with obstacles and waiting and delays, and it's discouraging. So I feel like the discouragement is giving you amping up in anger. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on. And maybe that's, because I feel like you're leaving something behind. So there are harsh discussions here, or there are truths coming out with the Queen of Swords. And I think that you want to step into your authority. You want to know what's going on with this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords doesn't take any nonsense. She wants the truth, nothing but the truth, but she also wants authority. She wants people to come to say, to come clear on what is going on. And I feel like you are moving on. You will be moving on emotionally. You're moving on to something else. I think you understand that, but there are harsh conversations or truths coming out. It's all about integrity. It's all about integrity and truth, and you want to know, okay, let's keep going. But with the Eight of Cups, this tells me that you're moving away from something. You're moving away from a certain energy you used to be in. Maybe people you like, or maybe coworkers, or maybe teams, or maybe a company, or friends, or something, that you're moving away from that. Yeah. And we have the Devil here telling me that you were attached to that. To attach to those emotions, to those people, to that company, or those teams, or those people, whatever it is, you felt attached to that, and you got into that pattern where that was who you are and that was your job and that's what you did. But I feel like there's all of a sudden a moment where you're realizing that you're going to break free from that. The Fool keeps coming up. The Devil keeps coming up in all signs, right? It just feels like everyone, and when I say everyone, it's a little bit for the collective. Everybody has to break free from old habits, old ways, old jobs, typically a way of working, or typically a job you're in, or typically people you're used to working with. And I feel like there is a real sense of understanding that you're not going to be in that pattern anymore. It's not the same belief system, or you're not going to be working with those people anymore, or you're not going to be working the same way. And I feel like you feel tricked that, okay, maybe you're still in that job, and maybe you're not sure. Maybe you're in transition. Maybe you're waiting for answers. Maybe you're waiting for answers to know if you're still in that job, to understand if this is still your day-to-day life, to understand if you still have a contract. But in your mind, so that's in the daily, on the daily, waiting for answers, waiting for phone calls, for callbacks, for clarity, for whatever's going on, waiting for information. But in your mind, I feel like you're still stuck. I mean, not stuck, still bound to that energy. Perfectly knowing that you're going to go off to something else, though, with the Fool. Perfectly knowing that you're going to detach yourself from that and get out into something completely different. Again, time to get out of your comfort zone, time to step into a new career, to step into your new life. These are the first steps into the unknown, because you're no longer in that circle of dynamic. Now, this circle of dynamic with the Devil can be those attachments to belief systems, those attachments to things you've always done. That's the job you had. Those are the people you work with, right? And things are shifting and things are changing, and you will get the truth, right? And the truth is going to set you free. The truth is going to set you free. And until there is the 3D change, the actual change, I feel like you're going to stay in that energy, believing that maybe it's going to remain like that, or maybe they're going to change their mind, or maybe the information is going to change, or maybe whatever they have to do or the decisions they're making are going to change. But for me, the Fool is you also accepting to believe in yourself, to go out and do something else, to believe in yourself and go start your new path, a new life. It's a moment, and I feel like that's why you have this anger or maybe upset, because the transition here in trying to figure out what's going on, or what's going to be next, or if you're staying or going, or are they going to pay you, or what is going on, you're sort of attached. You're still attached, because of course, if we're still working in a same company and doing a day-to-day job and showing up every day for work, we still we're still hoping, there we go, we're still hoping that it will remain the same, and we're still hoping that we're just going to, things are going to settle down, and at the end of the day, that was just a hiccup, and we're going to get back to business and get back to doing things the way we always did. And I think that's your hope. But deep down, you're going to free yourself from this contract or this energy you've been bound to for a while. Yes, we have the Hangman saying that you're waiting. You want to remain in control. You want to remain in control with your finances, right? I feel like here, this is like you're really holding on tightly with the Four of Pentacles, and you're holding on tightly to something you've always done, a pattern. This is what you've been in, maybe for many, many years, and you're really holding on tightly to that. it's almost like possessiveness, right? You want things to remain the same. You want to be in this space. But with the Hangman, you know, automatically, this is about understanding that if we are getting angry or we have anxiety, it's time to take a moment, to take a step back. And you've been patient, but it's time to surrender and see things from a different perspective, right? To let go of attachments, to let go of those attachments, to let go of old ways, to let go of everything, not everything, but to let go of the belief that things will remain the same and we're gonna be okay. It's always gonna remain the same. Well, and I'm surprised we don't have the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe that'll pop up, because I think it's important to view emotions or to feel your emotions, like to try to detach yourself from emotions, right? To let go of those old beliefs and to let go of the patterns. And because we have the Fool, this is all about a new adventure, right? And I feel like you don't want like blind optimism. You don't want to think that everything's going to be rosy and everything's going to okay. But I think that it's important to find balance, right? Balance comes from listening to your intuition and not being overly rigid or overly attached or overly in control of something that cannot change. You don't want to change it. You want to remain in that. And it's, you know, it's often that when things change and we're not ready, or we have our habits, or we've always done things the same way, right? I feel like it's not easy to transition into a new energy and to do something else. But with the Fool, this is about surrendering. And it's also about letting go, accepting a new adventure, accepting to expand your life, to be curious, to move, to do another career, to do another job, to go out and not be under the obligations of this contract or of these people, this direction, the CEO, this company, or way of doing that day. But yes, of course, we have a certain comfort of having our daily routine and our daily job. That's securing, right? And when things move and change, and right now, everything is in flux, no matter what sign you are, everything is in flux. And I think it's important to understand that sometimes they're just big shifts in the universe that are outside of your control. You didn't do anything wrong. You did your job. Everything was okay. That has nothing to do with you. This has to do with energies. It's time to shift. It's time to change. And because it's time to change, whether we want it or not, we have to embrace this moment where we can be creative, where we can recenter ourselves and sort of believe in ourselves and believe in that there's any possibility, is anything is possible with the Fool. The world is your oyster. The world is open. Finally, you're freeing yourself from obligation, and now you can do whatever you want and go out and create whatever you want. Anything is possible. Now, I know that for some people, that is not securing. That is not cool. We don't want to be able to do whatever we want. We feel secure to have our daily routine and get our paycheck, and that is what we want. But here, the universe is asking you to go out and recreate yourself and not be scared, because you have multiple talents, because you have multiple ideas, because you're amazing and you can do anything. And now's the time to meet yourself again. Pisces meet Pisces, right? And it's not new Pisces meet the old Pisces, it's Pisces meet Pisces, because what you've done up to now was a routine. And now you're going to be able to express yourself. Remember that idea you had? Remember what you want to create? Remember what you wanted to do back in the day? Whatever, remember all that excitement you had? The business you wanted to start, you wanted to move to another place, you wanted to try a new career, you wanted to learn something new. you wanted to open a shop or open something online or take classes, whatever it is, or do another type of job in another type of community. And I feel like it really feels like you're opening, I'm seeing windows and doors, and you're opening up the doors and opening up the windows, and in front of you is this just huge path where you're going to go off and do all kinds of things. But yes, it's spontaneous, it's less prepared, it's less structured, and it's less in control. But you're still hanging on to what you're in right now. You're still, it feels like you haven't processed the change yet. With the Hangman and the and it feels like there's a lot to leave behind, a lot of emotions, maybe people, maybe coworkers or whatever. But the Fool is there, and I think that it's, let's see if there's one more card. Sorry, there was a lot of cards there, and then I'll pull cards on the obstacles, but I don't even think I have to. It's funny, because not funny, haha, because you're getting really annoyed because you're not getting answers, or it's slow, or there are a lot of obstacles, or you don't really understand what's going on. Yeah, look at that, 9 of Cups. So the fact that there's a big change here, the fact that there's a big transition here, a big shift outside of your control, and this often happens that way, it's bringing you your wish. Maybe a wish you had a million years ago. Because the 9 of Cups is something that we've wished for, not in the last moment, not, like a spare of the moment wish, like, oh, I wish I did that. No, this is something you've wanted to do for a long time, or you've thought about for a long time, or you really wanted to do it back in the day. This is your first love, or something you wanted to create, or this is something that you're really interested in, that you would like to be part of, like a different type of job, whatever. And so here, the fact that you have to detach yourself from these energies, even if you're not quite ready and you're still hanging on, the shift is bringing your wish. The shift is bringing your wish. I'm going to write that down. So I keep that title. The big shift is bringing your wish. And so even if you're leaving a lot behind, right? Maybe with heavy heart, you're, like I always say, sometimes we have to be selfish. And even if you're leaving things behind, coworkers behind, or an old dynamic that you really enjoyed, this is opening up to a beautiful new energy bringing you your wish. And I feel like this wish is not something that you've had like yesterday. Yeah. And now there's conversations and sudden action forward. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is a moment where you realize that whether you want it or not, things are shifting, and you have to surrender to this new vibe, this new energy, this new path. But it's a good path, because look at that. You have the Devil rooted by the 9 of Cups, which tells me that you wish to detach. You wish to detach, and I don't think you've always understood how to detach, right? Because it was easier to just stay in a lull, or to stay in a job or a dynamic, even if you felt, you wanted to do other things, and you wanted to go out and discover and try other things. You just felt more secure in that day-to-day job. And now the universe is just shuffling everything around, and they're shuffling everything around for everyone. All right, one card on the mountain, please. Although I don't really think we need to. But do you want to pull a card on the mountain? Are we pulling a card on the mountain? Yes. Okay. Well, there we go. I don't even think that goes on the mountain. I'm going to pull the, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's exactly what I'm saying. There's a new offer. So there's your new job, new path, new career, new excitement, or new offer, opportunity, financial opportunity, whatever it is that you really wanted. So again, once we accept the change, once we process the change and digest that change, that we are not we're not in control, right? Probably not your choice, probably not something you wanted, but this just happened. It opens the door to your wish that you wanted so much a long time ago. There's a new offer. And there you are. Accepting, discussing, hearing, discovering, but also really open to emotions, very empathic and very open to listening to what's going on. Look at that. Beautiful cards. I'm not even going to dwell on that. Beautiful cards. Look at that. We have the Magician. So whatever you've manifested or whatever that dream is, comment down below, Pisces. Let me know what this is all about. It's time. It's time. And I feel like I've said this multiple times for Pisces over the years and the months, right? And for me, the Magician is manifestation. Whatever this dream is, you're manifesting it. Or whatever it is that you wanted to do, but you didn't have time because you were absorbed by the job, or whether other type of job you wanted to do, or other things you wanted to learn, or other type of career you wanted, or go out and discover new things, or open your own thing, or whatever it is, right? It feels like you are now manifesting, or you have manifested creativity, like personal power. You're taking back your power. You're more confident. This is really the ability to turn that idea into reality. It's time to turn it into reality. It's time to turn your creativity or your power into reality, or that new job, or that business, or that thing that you really wanted to do. And I feel like it's giving you back inspiration. And now you're finally going to be able to use both your resources inside, your intuition, your creativity, your ideas, your mind, body, and soul, and align it with external resources, tools, experience, knowledge, everything you've done up to now, right? What you represent. And you're going to be able to channel those energies. And it's all about the power of change. It is all about the power of change. The willpower to bring change, the willpower to accept change, and to focus on action. It's really about focusing on action. You need to channel your energy and focus towards that specific goal, that wish, that thing you so wanted. Concentrate on what you desire and take that deliberate action to really, really manifest it. Harness your skills. You have skills, you have ideas, you're amazing, right? So it's going to make an impact. You're going to achieve something really meaningful, really amazing. But it's transforming and it's challenging, yes. But you're really transforming a situation into something positive with your resources, with your creativity, and really connecting between spiritual and material and aligning both, really aligning both. Fresh new opportunities, right? And waiting. It's really like fresh new opportunities, waiting to turn it into reality. And I feel like, honestly, I feel like this change, just waiting to turn into reality, just waiting to turn into a new job, or waiting to turn into your power of creativity again, that maybe you put aside or put on the back burner all these years where you've been doing this job. I feel like that is you know, it's almost like the universe saying, okay, but yes, you did great, and yes, that job was great, and yes, you did it very well. But yes, also, you have so many more powers, and you have so many other things to do, and you have amazing creativity, and you can't be locked into that one way, only one way, and sort of isolating yourself and really feeling comfortable in the isolation. And there we go. 10 of Cups. that's bringing you happiness. Happiness and, you know, harmony also. Bringing back a sort of love and harmony and love for yourself and love for the world and putting yourself out there and creating and being excited again and believing in yourself again and really attempting things, being daring again. That's what is really at play here. Beautiful. And sometimes we don't want this, and sometimes we're not ready, and sometimes things happen. And we have to sort of harness those energies and take them as a positive energy. And think that, okay, well, it's not completely what I wanted, or I wasn't expecting this, or this is not something I was ready for, but okay, I'm going to take that and transform it into something that I want, into something that I want to create, or something I really wanted to do back in the day. And I'm going to transform it into something amazing. I'm going to make myself happy. I'm going to create. I'm going to be in a good space. And I'm going to go out and be curious and attempt new things and get out of my comfort zone. And that's that's life transforming. It's life transforming. All right, let's see if there's one last message for the day. Give me one moment. All right, one last message for the day for Pisces. Weekly money and career, February 17th to the 23rd, 2025. For the sign of Pisces. Yep. Be yourself. Big change, big choice. The Lovers is about who you want to be in this lifetime and who you want to connect with. But it's also very clear on your choice, very clear on who you are. You're very honest. It's all about integrity and honesty. And you want everybody around you again. And that tells me also that this choice or this shift or this big transformation, because it's not coming from you, because it's not your choice, you're really doubting integrity of people. Not surprising. All right, one last message for the road. Is there anything else? Any other messages for Pisces? Thank you. Yeah. All about integrity. It's giving you anxiety, but you're letting go. You're letting go. You're going to leave. Yeah, heavy-hearted, but at the same time, you know you have to move on. And here we have the King of Pentacles, which tells me that you are setting yourself up for a new opportunity. And knowing that this is something that is going to give you financial stability. I feel like this is successful. Either you're leading a group or leading a team, or you're finding this grounding authority here. I feel like it's successful. And you're grounding yourself. You're grounding yourself in a new way of working, thinking, leading. I feel like you're leading the path on something. So either you're your own boss maybe, and you're finding stability there. You're independent. Or you're really pinpointing this new job opportunity or business opportunity or financial opportunity. Finding abundance, but also like you're resourceful. You know how to make money. You know how to bring in opportunities or pinpoint opportunities that can make money. Go for it, Pisces. Go for it. Beautiful, beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and every one for sharing your energies, for sharing your journeys. Gratitude. Gratitude from the bottom of my heart. I want to say that the magic word here is big change. So if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put big change down below in the comment section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of February. Thank you so much for watching. Pisces, have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.